Hey guys, Rochelle here with Amethyst Ascension. If you are new here, welcome, and if you are returning, thank you so much for joining me again. So today I'm going to be doing a walkthrough of a tarot deck. This was sent to me by US Games for my honest review. This is the Black and White Rider-Waite Tarot deck, artwork by Pamela Coleman Smith. And they essentially just took all the color out of it. It says the Black and White Rider-Waite Tarot features the line artwork and hand-drawn titles created in 1909 by Pamela Coleman Smith. The 78-card deck has special black foil gilded edges, and it's accompanied by a 54-page guidebook with upright and reversed meanings and tarot spreads. So it's a two-pieced with the little thumb. I mean, it's a perfect little box. Absolutely perfect. Doesn't take up a whole lot of room. It's got beautiful side stuff for putting it in, or in the front, or even this way. I love it when they do that, so that no matter how you store it, it stores good on your shelves. So here is the little 54-page booklet that comes with it. This is, even for a little white book, this is high quality. Now, it's not like super heavy paper here. However, this, the front and the back, is really good and thick. And something that I've noticed a lot with like little books is it gets so close onto the inside here that sometimes it's not so easy. But this opens up really well, and it's definitely far enough from the what do you even call that? The spine. Far enough away so that you can easily see everything. I like that. Simple, to the point. I think that's actually quite a bit for each one. I think, you know, especially when it's your basic Rider-Waite. And I wouldn't learn on this. This is not really a great one for learning because there's symbolism in the colors. But especially, well, yeah, I mean, I suppose you could, but with not having pictures in here, it doesn't take up unnecessary room for a little white book, right? So here is the deck. And it's got really nice, this is like a gilded, like metal gilding, black. Edging. I think it looks really good. So let's just get started. Let me bring this down. So we've got our Fool. Oh, and those are the backs. I think the backs are really cool. The Magician. The High Priestess. And you want to know what's really funny about this? When the lady that I deal with at the publisher, when she told me she was sending this to me, I'm like, well, that's wonderful, but I don't like normally black and white decks too much, and I don't like Rider-Waite Smith. But you know what? The combination of it like this, it's actually not bad. And I can think of a few reasons why this could be kind of good. Because, first of all, this can go with other decks that normally don't go with the coloring of your standard RWS deck. So this opens it up to more pairings, in my opinion. Different pairings than like the original, you know, or originals, or the many clones that you're going to see. But you could color it in if you wanted to. I think it's pretty cool as you're learning each one and learning about the different symbolism, learning about what the different colors mean. If you want to go that far in your journey with the RWS deck or with tarot in general, you could do that. I know lots of people that love to color, so they could color it essentially their own way. You could get several of these decks and color them however you want in order to go with maybe a hard to match Oracle deck that you have or something. Which I could think of a few Oracle decks like that the coloring is so different that having something that you color yourself could actually be kind of cool and change the entire look of your RWS deck. I will tell you, and I'll show you when I'm done showing you these cards. I've got a bunch of pairings here too to show you, but these shuffle really good. These feel like, yeah, these are linen. These are linen. I like. Three of Wands. It is definitely your classic artwork, right? It's just without the color. Which is very friggin' cool. So definitely for creative people, or for somebody that has a deck, or somebody that just loves like the line work, the black and white, you know, which can be cool depending on what you're putting it with also. I actually, when I was going through my decks to show you, there is a lot that I think that this would actually go with. A lot of my decks. It's nice seeing the line work, just the line work. What do you guys think? Have you guys seen this one? This is either just coming out or it just came out, which I will have it down below, the link either way, for pre-orders or for being able to purchase it now. I should have checked before I made the video, but that is what I do, right? That is Rochelle style. I mean, the possibilities with a deck like this. Yeah, baby. I really do like the backs. I like backs like this. I mean, if you wanted to, you could even color in the backs to make it look different if you wanted different. I mean, that would be a lot of work, but it could also be very therapeutic for people that like to color or do things, you know, with their hands while they're watching like TV or watching YouTube videos or listening to an audiobook, whatever. You could probably also take pictures of these if you're not sure before you make a final, you know, draft of it. And scan a picture, put it on your tablet, and then paint it in with your software on your tablet before you decide to do it, just to get ideas. And you could take other pictures with the decks that you have that are hard to match up decks because of the coloring that's used. Maybe even like 70s style colors, you know, like Flower Power, or like I mean, I suppose there's already probably decks like that, but if you can't get a hold of them, you can kind of do it your own, you know, your own way. Or just leave it black and white. I feel like I'm seeing more details because of not seeing the color. Isn't that wild? You know, something else that you could do with your backs if you wanted to, which you might not want to, but you could color in like your different suits, different colors, even on the backs or the fronts. So like all your pentacles green, all your air like yellow, you know, or swords yellow. Cups blue. I mean, the sky's the limit, really. Or if you have different associations, this would be your opportunity to change the colors up a little bit. But I could see many different possibilities with this deck. And I know I keep harping on the same thing, but how cool is this, huh? Okay, so let's try and see how it shuffles. Which, in all fairness, I have already shuffled this. I had to put it all back in order. Oh my gosh, look at me go. That's beautiful. All right, let's see how this shuffles. That's beautiful. I love that this is a linen. And I will tell you, it is not, even though this is like metal gilding, it is not sharp by any means. At least it does not feel sharp to me. All right. So let's show you guys some pairings. Okay, so this first pairing is the Oracle of Destiny. This is what the box looks like. Also by US Games. And this is one of those decks that is kind of difficult unless you have the right coloring to put with it because it is so colorful. But it just works beautifully with this black and white. Just absolutely beautiful. Oops. They definitely complement each other. Well, see, look at me. I got issues. I'm distracted by this. Okay, so that's one pairing. As I said, that's the Oracle of Destiny. Okay, so this one is Unlocking the Secret Garden Oracle. Another one that was sent to me. This is what I mean. Look at how, with having one that's full of color, and I think that this honestly would look better if it had white borders. So for those people that, like myself, that don't like the white borders on their decks, in this case, even though the rest of it's maybe in color, it would tie it all together really well. I do think this works. I think one doesn't take away from the other. It actually creates this really cool. Oh, that's so pretty. I could see this in reverse too, having all black with white Rider-Waite Smith, and then, you know, line work, and then an artwork like this, a different kind of Oracle deck or other tarot deck, what have you. So that's another one. So here is another one that I think looks kind of cool. And this is the Citadel, a fantasy oracle. And this one is by Liminal 11. Look at how cool that looks together. This looks really cool. do you guys think? All right, so that's another one. As I said, that's the Citadel Fantasy Oracle by Liminal 11. So another one is When My Soul Whispered Oracle deck. And this one is also US Game Systems. I think there's just enough color where these work really well together. And simplicity. So you can make, in this case, you can make the tarot be, the tarot is always kind of the star, but you can make it be like the main focal message and small little readings on the side. I like that kind of symmetry personally with simple little oracle decks like this. This deck is so pretty. Oh my goodness gracious. Love that. Wow. This is such a pretty deck. They both really do. That looks really good together. So that's another one. That's When My Soul Whispered Oracle deck by Melissa Salvaggio. Artwork by Jess O'Connor, and this is a US Games. And here is another pairing. This is the Secret Oracle of the Green Witch. Also, US Games, one of them that was sent to me. Oops. I think this can work very well together. And this is also one of those decks that has like specific colors. So if you wanted to color this deck into these specific colors, it would be a beautiful marriage. Absolutely beautiful marriage. But I do think that this works. I like the boldness of the color in the oracle, offset by the tarot on both sides. Yeah, see, I think that's gorgeous. Definitely works. So that's another one. And another one that I think looks really friggin' awesome with it is the Round 1111 Oracle by Mandy Peterson. I love that it's all white border around it with all the wording. And then you've got your tarot on either side flanking it. Is that not excellent? That is excellent. Even imagine having, not like my color here, you know, my matte. Imagine having like an all black cloth or something underneath of it. Or an all black mat, right? How cool is that? That just works for me. So the majority of the color is coming from this. You can get different kind of messages because of that. So, ooh, check that out. Yeah, that's a sign. Okay, love that. And here is the other Mandy Peterson deck that I love. Uncover Your Past Life Oracle, Past Lives Oracle. This just friggin' works. Even if you wanted to go even like, you know, like so, and having your past life oracle be like the centerpiece and seeing like a story around it with this particular deck. Yeah, I love that. How cool is that? Yeah, I think I'm gonna get on with this deck. Oh, wow. How fitting, right? Wowza. keep in mind also that the way that these fall is going to dictate, like what's up is going to dictate what part of those, that message. So I'm just putting it up for showing it on the channel, but, or in the video. However, that's all part of it as well, which is really cool. You could, like I said, you could do a reading with one top and bottom and associate each one with each side as well, which is really cool. And the main color is coming from your main oracle deck. Everything else is like a secondary, and it's easier to do that with a black and white deck like this with simple line work. It just friggin' works. I've just like talked myself into this deck. How funny. All right, so that's the other one. That's another one is Feel Your Chakras Oracle. This one can be used in conjunction with one card and then like four different things, seeing how this one card could relate to different chakras. Or you could even go like one here, one there. You know what I mean? Ugh. I mean, the sky is the limit. I don't want to mess these up simply because I keep them all in like their perspective chakras so that I can work within each chakra separately. But I mean, for readings like this, you could just shuffle it all up, make 2 piles, 4 piles, whatever. You could have all 7 piles and see how it works out. But how cool. Yeah, I love it. Here is one more that I wanted to show you. Now, this could either work with the big version, or this is the little mini version, the pocket version of the Crow Tarot. I think that works too. I think it would work a little bit better if it had a white border, but I do think it works. I actually think it would look better probably with white on both sides, with this one on both sides, with the color from the regular size of the Crow Tarot, or something very colorful deck, maybe with white borders and then your white on the sides. So there you go. What did you guys think of this particular deck? Oh, you know what? I do want to show you one more. 1 second. I wanted to show you this one and probably one other one as well that is a little bit difficult in order to pair it with. But look at this one. This is the Seasons of the Witch, the Samhain Oracle. Does that not look fabulous together? That just looks awesome. I mean, I think it does. There is no coloring that could be an issue with a deck like this. I love it. I love it. My goodness. Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. I could go through this whole deck. This is by far my favorite. But I have one more deck I want to show you. Yeah. See what I'm saying? This is the Slavic Legends Oracle. This one has been a difficult one for me to find the right deck to pair it with. And this just looks phenomenal. I love it. I think that looks incredible together. Actually, I think all of Aniel Reed's decks are all going to look really good with this. I did grab another one. Just like I think all the Seasons of the Witch decks would look really good with this deck. Every single one of them. With no problem. This is one of those decks that you could color the RWS in order to fit the really beautiful, beautiful tones that come in this deck and colors. Look at, I mean, look at the back of that. That's just the most beautiful thing ever. But let me show you. And here is the last one I'll show you, which is the Magic and Mediums Oracle, also by Aniel Reed. That works for me. I love that combination. All your main color is coming right here. But you're getting all the details of the rest of the story with your tarot. But in a subtle way, you know? Wow, I am blown away. I clearly, when I first thought I was going to be getting this deck, I was like, oh man. But I'm clearly so grateful because this goes with so many of my decks like these. I mean, off the top of my head, I can think of the Practical Magic Tarot, the Practical Magic Oracle that it would look really good with, like the Midnight Moon, is that what it's called? Midnight Moon Tarot or an Oracle, something like that. Look good with both of those. It would look good with the Macabre Tarot also. If you wanted to pair it with, you know, another tarot deck. Yeah, so I'm so pleased with this. So what is your favorite? I'm going to be putting all of the decks down below that I paired it with, including where you can find this Black and White Rider-Waite Tarot deck on US Games. Thank you for spending this time with me, and I am sending you love always. Bye-bye.